Today, for NFT Tuesday, we have some news, couple announcements, a little bit of education, and one very big surprise. As always, I'm Wade Teamer, and this is your Digi Hustle News. Our first story. Last month, it was the US Constitution. Now, there's another decentralized autonomous organization that is trying to revive the iconic Blockbuster from the annals of history. Reason I found this to be so interesting is because I think it's significant of a new market that's going to rise in 2022. The term de-film streaming or decentralized film streaming may be new to us, but we're going to hear a lot more of it thanks to this DAO looking to buy back Blockbuster. The idea was proposed on December 26th, when creators of the concept said that they plan to turn the brand into a de-film streaming platform. Essentially, a decentralized version of Netflix. Now, it's a couple points I want to make here. One, in order for them to do that, they have to buy back the IP rights from Dish Network. And secondly, Blockbuster on blockchain just sounds cool. But their overall end game is to create the first decentralized film streaming platform, an idea that's further detailed on their Twitter page. What I find to be unique is that if they're successful, this will bring a lot of attention to the very, very small content delivery network market, a market that includes projects such as Theta Network, Veracity, very small but up and coming contender in the form of Contentos. So make sure you look into those coins. But still, Theta Network, Veracity, we are familiar with these projects and we know what they can do. Theta was very hot at the beginning of 2021, but I think the reason why it hasn't sustained the attention is because there's no surrounding market around it. If they pull this off, there will definitely be a market surrounding it now. So, definitely something that we will stay updated on, guys. Again, if you want to find out more, go to Blockbuster DAO on Twitter and follow the journey, guys. Next up, talking Tezos. They have arrived with another play to earn game in the form of Dogami. This is a neat little play to earn game that is a lot like Tamagotchi with the technology of Solana's Genopets, guys. It's very interesting. Now, the project has secured 6 million in funding from some major players in the industry, including Tezos' corporate partner, Ubisoft, Animoca Brands, and the co-founders of Sandbox. The game looks cute, as you can see here, but what I saw immediately when I looked at this game is an entire generation of kids going absolutely bonkers over their digital doggies. Okay? Another testament to how Tezos likes to play the long game when it comes to blockchain development. Okay, I can definitely see this really catching on. Like, I don't know if you guys remember this, but do you remember when dogs came out for the Nintendo DS? Took over the world for about 8 to 10 months. Same thing could happen here, guys. So let's be on the lookout for Dogami coming from the Tezos blockchain in 2022. Our last piece of news centers around our favorite blockchain guys in the form of Hedera Hashgraph. We actually have two pieces of information. First, coming from December 15th, the HBAR Foundation partnered with Metaverse. Yeah, I said that correctly. They are a web based 3D creation platform. So they focused on the VR aspect of the metaverse. Now, through this partnership, Hedera will allow the token or digital items built within Metaverse to be traded into other metaverses, and allow for creators to have sustainable income from their creations. So, this is kind of along the lines of what Boson Protocol can do for the metaverse in the sense of giving interoperability to digital items and digital goods. Now, the next story has Hedera stepping into renders territory in the form of GPU processing, guys. We're talking about Gaiamin. Okay. Now, Gaiamin is a European gaming startup. They have created a very innovative solution for the gaming world utilizing Hedera Hashgraph. Essentially, Guilliman is an aggregator for GPU processing power. Their goal now is to use Hedera as a way for gamers to contribute GPU power to a global network. That way, global storage becomes decentralized and actually allows for storage to be used more efficiently. Again, the hash graph that Hedera has is essentially perfect for a widely distributed system such as this. Now, of course, we'll stay updated, but a quick example I want to give you for clarity is this is kind of what Filecoin does for corporate enterprise storage solutions, what SIA does for retail. Gaia Min with Hedera Hashgraph is going to do this for the gamers. So this is very big, guys, very big. Now, we have the news out of the way. It's time for a couple surprises. Starting with a huge shout out to my people in South Carolina, guys, because they have brought us the world's first ever gold backed NFT, guys. Allow me to introduce you all to the team at All Trophy Grills and the first artist for the Audience Spotlight in 2022, Stadium P. Ladies and gentlemen, this man has been in the game for quite some time. He is not a rookie by any means. He has been in rooms and on stages with some of the biggest names of the last decade. Now, he is turning his attention to blockchain and NFTs. We'll get to know him a little more officially on January 6th, the day of the spotlight. But for now, we're just going to get a little more information on this Goldmouth NFT, guys. Now, first question most people are asking: how in the world is this thing backed by gold? Well, here's where it gets interesting. See, this NFT has utility, meaning once you buy this NFT, it comes with your own personal grill. As you can see the details here, guys. Um, another thing I want to mention, since we were just talking about Tezos, this NFT is built on Tezos. You can also get it on Solana, but OBJKT object, that's a very unique way to spell that, is where we're getting our source now. And as you can see, your tier 1 gold NFT comes with your own personal gold grill, top or bottom or both. That's 22 karat gold. That's 92% gold upon purchase. Okay? So, when you get this NFT, guys, it's going to come with a list of instructions and the mouth fittings. So that way you can then get your fittings, send them off to the team at All Trophy Grills, guys, and they will then send you back your glorious grill. Now, one thing I do want to mention from my time traveling and my time in music, guys, grills are a hot item. They have been for years. And what makes them so hot is not just the community behind it, but it's the culture that comes with it. It's an extension of hip hop, and you know hip hop is everywhere, guys. If you're in the UK, then you've probably seen a few drill rappers sporting some gold fronts. It's something that spans across all different backgrounds. Okay? Again, that's what makes it so unique. Not only the utility, but this is bringing an entire culture, a long-standing culture, into the blockchain space, guys. So this is very big. I'm highly interested. I hope you guys are interested. I'll put the links down in the description. And of course, I'll just let P tell you more about it when he comes on January 6th. Now, we're going to move over to my next announcement, guys. Kind of a surprise. I'm not sure. This game has been around for a minute, but if you haven't heard of this, I have been playing this game. It's called Skyweaver. Okay, I signed up for the beta a few months ago, and at the start of the month, at the beginning of December, they opened access to people who signed up for the beta. Now, the reason I did not mention it on the channel sooner was because, of course, I wanted to see how this all played out. I've received several of these in my inbox this year, and the majority of them still needed a lot of fixing. However, Skyweaver, it's way different. Let me sum this up for you. Skyweaver is a collectible trading card and battle game built on Polygon. In it, you can battle real people online and compete for special cards that also serve as NFTs on the market. Simply, if you like games like Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, it's another one, but things along that nature, You can get on here, build a deck, rise through the ranks, and create and collect NFTs that, once this game reaches some peak popularity, could be worth pretty decent amount of money. Now, of course, only time will tell, but if you're interested, guys, check out skyweaver.net. If you're already on Skyweaver, then you can come get the smoke by sending me an invite at DHN2099. That's DHN2099. Let's yeah, you guys aren't ready. But of course, guys, we're going to stay updated on this. It's still early. But it's the closest thing that literally I've ever seen to Yu-Gi-Oh! Traditional trading card battle games with monsters included. And then the gameplay. I'll leave the gameplay for us as a surprise, guys, because it's smooth. It's really smooth. That was one of the issues with some of the other games that got sent to me, guys, was that, the mechanics weren't there. Skyweaver's got it all. Skyweaver's got it all, guys. So, lastly, guys, we're going to leave with a little bit of education, and with that comes opportunity. Now, I've been using Binance Academy's app. It's a great resource for all things blockchain, not just Binance, but just information on the industry in general. This week, they posted the 7 technologies that are powering the metaverse. Now, this is important to know because it shows us the industries and projects to look out for. The first one that they mentioned, the first element, is cryptos. They see certain crypto projects as being the future currencies for the metaverse. Of course, we know that Mana and Decentraland are more recognized for building in the metaverse. But how many cryptos serve as their currencies for a virtual world? Next would be AR or VR, aka augmented reality or virtual reality, followed by artificial intelligence, 3D design, and the tech that connects them all, the Internet of Things. Those are the elements that make up the infrastructure of the metaverse. So, when it comes to investing, guys, you want to spot those elements with specific projects. Are they able to be compatible on the IoT level? Is the artificial intelligence there? Again, we were just talking about Skyweaver and the, gaming features, 3D design. Does this thing look good? All of these elements come into play when you're looking at your next metaverse investment. Now, of course, I'll put the link down to this article. It's also on my Twitter page, but I found the information in it to be very, very useful, guys. So that's why I wanted to share it with you. But before we go, here comes the opportunity. Let's take a look at the metaverse market. All right. The hysteria has come down significantly. But with that, guys, again, it's opportunity. There's a massive discount. This is one thing that we do know. Okay. One thing that we do know that is certain: the metaverse is not going anywhere. It's just going to take some time to develop. This summer was NFT summer. Will next summer be the summer of the metaverse? If so, hey, we can get in position right now. If you found value in this video, you know what to do. Hit the like, subscribe, ring the notification bell so that you never miss another one. Also, if you're new to crypto, Abra, Crypto.com, FTX, and Coinbase links are in the description. And as always, guys, before we leave every video, I want you to have a great day, have a prosperous day. Most importantly, we making this money. I'll see y'all in the next one.